Cain Velasquez, in my humble opinion, when I look at all of the different heavyweights that I've personally seen fight, Cain stands out as the best. Wow. The reason why Cain stands out as the best is because he has superhuman endurance.
Yeah.
And his ability to put a pace on guys, you would see these guys just wilt under the pressure.
Since taking the world stage 30 years ago in 1993, the UFC heavyweight world has been blessed with some of the most ferocious and terrifying fighters on the planet. In a division which harbors only a few champions to reign over the weight class itself for consecutive seasons, only few were more terrifying than the beast himself, Cain Velasquez, who tore through legendary opponents to amass a 17-fight record, 14 wins, with 12 landing via way of knockout. Velasquez in his prime was the most brutal heavyweight in the world, known for his otherworldly endurance, strength, and aggression, all of which were on show in his iconic duel with Bigfoot Silva at UFC 146 in 2012, a fight which we will take a look at in this episode, in one of the most bloody and gruesome demolition jobs in UFC history. At UFC 110, Velasquez would stamp his authority on the UFC with his headline battle with the legendary Antonio Nogueira in 2010. Nogueira at this point in time was past his best years as a fighter. However, he had just came off Fight of the Year in 2009 against Randy Couture. Big Nog still had plenty to offer, but it was the young bull Cain Velasquez who had dominated the legend, and any doubters were silenced at the UFC's first ever event in Australia, with Velasquez knocking the Hall of Famer out in the first round of action.
No, he's an outstanding wrestler, great ground and pound, great takedowns. May not want to met
The game plan in this fight is probably to keep it on the feet. Oh, nice knee. Excellent.
because great explosion.
Well, Velasquez stays calm, and like I said, the techniques flow. Here's a case in point. The last fight was Wanderlei Silva. The way Wanderlei throws his punches, very wide. And Velasquez, on the other hand, tight and technical, very short, crisp. Oh, look at that combo.
Oh, Nogueira's down. Velasquez looking to finish. It is all unbelievable.
Wow. Man.
Cain Velasquez!
And just one fight later, Velasquez was once again the headline act, where he would take on the iconic Brock Lesnar.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Cain Velasquez! Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We're gonna keep it clean.
Velasquez was at another serious size disadvantage, and after Lesnar's aggressive onslaught early on, the strength and striking ability of Cain started to take control. After landing a monster knee to Lesnar's chin, Velasquez dominated Brock on the mat, with his wrestling abilities forcing the referee to call the fight.
Let's see how well Cain fights off his back. Cain back up to his feet. Nicely to get back up to the feet. And back again. And look at that, right back.
Cain Velasquez is going to look to stick, and he tries to shoot a single.
And Cain has Brock down. Look at this. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is huge.
Brock's back up.
Brock back to his feet, but Cain has a leg again.
Velasquez, Lesnar, spinning out of control. There's in big trouble. Cain Velasquez. Cain continuing to punish.
Putting on Brock Lesnar.
With a knee on the midsection.
The problem is this is not Shane Carwin. He's going to pick his shots. He learned from watching Carwin. He's going to pick it.
Trying to get back up. And he does. But he's exhausted. He's shattered. And he gets rocked again. On! Hammer fist. 15 seconds. That's it. It is all over.
Yet another heavyweight champion falling in the first round, as Velasquez had now secured the UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world.
Cain Velasquez!
In 2012 at UFC 146, Cain Velasquez was on a warpath after losing his heavyweight title to Junior Dos Santos just one fight previously. And in his way was Bigfoot Silva, a giant heavyweight who had the extremely unfortunate luck of facing Velasquez, who was determined to regain his titles. Silva, a monster 6'4", 260-pound heavyweight, was 16-3, fresh off a loss to Daniel Cormier, and was undoubtedly one of the most feared challengers in the heavyweight division due to his size. However, what occurred was one of the most brutal and bloody beatdowns in the UFC.
Tonight's clock brought to you by Bungalow. Cain speed. Bigfoot threw a kick. Cain caught the leg and tossed him down. Bigfoot is good on his back. Watch the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt Antonio Silva. He's got to protect himself from the ground and pound though. Silva with wins over UFC champions. Talking about he'd like to add a win over former champion Cain Velasquez to his resume. As one of the most well-conditioned heavyweights in the UFC today. And he fought and competed in wrestling with that same ferocity. He's
As the fight was taking its early steps, Velasquez destroyed Silva on the ground, opening a serious cut on Silva's nose. And as the cut gushed a serious amount of blood, it started to engulf Silva's entire body and flooding the floor next to the fighters.
came to the Black Zillions and Silva returned to his home where the American top team, they're going to check the cut. Please. Take a look at that cut.
After examination, the fight continued, and Velasquez's brutal assault was left undeterred as the fight was stopped 3 minutes and 36 seconds into the first round.
Keep shaking his head, try to clear his vision. He's underhooking the left hand. Continuing to tee off on Bigfoot. Velasquez bloodied up by a sharp elbow of Cain Velasquez. And he continues to be a game warrior. Now he's going to be very slippery as Silva. Cain's got his back. Josh Rosenthal might stop this. He's turning on time to finish it right here. Hands all over. Cain Velasquez finishes it.
Cain Velasquez's terrifying display of aggression has since been referred to as one of the bloodiest fights on the UFC stage, not only solidifying Velasquez as the best heavyweight in the sport, but setting off a 3-fight run, defeating Junior Dos Santos to secure the heavyweight title once more. Followed by another demolition job of Bigfoot Silva again at UFC 160.
And then swarms on him.
And then in arguably his most memorable victory of his career, slaughtering Junior Dos Santos once more to conclude their trilogy in an unforgettable heavyweight classic beatdown.
Velasquez is trying to survive. What? Oh. He's throwing those elbows.
UFC heavyweight champion of the world.
Cain Velasquez, for a moment in time, looked to be storming through the UFC world, developing a resume unrivaled in the heavyweight division, unfortunately suffering from multiple injuries, hampering his promising and dominant career. Velasquez is unanimously considered a top 10 heavyweight ever by fighting sports fans and analysts alike, all while sporting just a 14-3 career record. But the power, strength, aggression, and ferocity still commands respect in the hearts of many, with even considerations as the best heavyweight fighter of all time. And casting an eye over the brief yet unstoppable run of Cain, including his monstrous demolition of Bigfoot Silva, it's hard to find many heavyweights that could stop the brutality of Cain Velasquez. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to like and subscribe for more fighting sports content. Thanks for watching.